the 1951 to the 1996 Lok Sabha elections, Congress consistently contested a high number of seats. In 1951, 479 seats were contested, peaking at 529 in 1996. However, in 2024, only 330 are in contention, so to speak, marking a very historical low for the grand old party. On the other hand, Congress claims a strategy reminiscent of 2004. In 2024, however, they are contesting only 330 seats, but contradicting to that, Congress won 44 seats in 2014 Lok Sabha, their lowest ever tally yet. Despite claims of a strategy akin to 2004, but the question remains, is their partnership with Big Brother crucially at stake? Could this be a last-ditch effort or a calculated plan? The dwindling numbers suggest a shifting landscape, and that's exactly what we are going to discuss with our guest today. Savio Rodriguez, BJP leader, with us on the program today. Swati Chandrasekhar, Congress spokesperson, also joins us on the show. Mr. Piyush Pant, political analyst, with us on the program as well. Last but by no means the least, Joyita Basu, editor of the Sunday Guardian, also joins us on the program. Swati Chandrasekhar, I'll begin with you, and thank you once again for being here. Well, like I said in my opening monologue, and like it is also popularly perceived, that the Congress and its might, so to speak, is dwindling day by day. The number of seats also being contested, Swati, have come down. What does this, basically emote? Does this tell that the confidence that the Congress party once had, perhaps if we compare it to what they did in the 90s or the 80s, has come down considerably down? Or do you think this is a new strategy to fit in and accommodate the India alliance and some of their other partners that they have been seen tiptoeing with in the last few weeks?
Let me actually, give a new perception or a perspective related to this. I want probably all the media to actually understand. I'm so glad that NewsX has taken this topic, and through your media, we're able to convey it to the people that this election, we are not just acting against one force, that is BJP. We are actually talking about how collective leadership can do wonders in this country, and this election is going to witness that is 2024 election with India alliance. And something that is very clear I want to bring it here is, when we have alliances in states, and when the regional parties are more relevant many times, and there are some places where winnability is probably more with one candidate of the other party than Congress. And on the other hand, where collective leadership, where Congress base or Congress ground level leadership is actually working for the leader of the alliance who is actually contesting on the seat, and we are contesting not just against BJP, we are contesting against a force which is destroying this country. So be it 330 seats or be it 471 seats of last time what we contested, the motto of Congress is very clear. We are concentrating on how we can actually make this country more democratic instead of being a dictatorial country. Or probably, once I still remember when Prime Minister mentioned in the Parliament, this is just the beginning, more to come. What does that mean, more to come? Is it with respect to development? Or is it with respect to how the country is going to shatter under the dictatorship? Is it with respect to, are we going to compete with a few dictator countries where they're not going to be elections? So what is this? This election is not just about winning for Congress. This election is saving this country, saving Bharat.
Savio, what would you attribute this decline to? Is this actually a decline, or do you think that the Congress and its allies can still pull off, a big surprise, a big upset for the BJP, so to speak? You're muted, Savio. Savio?
Yeah, can you hear me now? Sorry.
So very soon, country will also mute the voice of BJP, don't worry.
All right.
Well,
Okay.
Swati is,
I'm
as
going
I
to let
said
Savio
yesterday,
answer
also
that.
the
That's a pot shot that you've
Swati,
taken
as
at
I
him. I'm
said
going to let him
yesterday,
answer
is a
that.
very enthusiastic speaker from the Congress, but never comes with any facts. So let me try and tell you why the Congress is actually on its decline. Because when the Congress was around, the jobs created in the formal sector was only 81.3 million, while in the Modi era, it's 266.7 million. The annual DB direct benefit transfers were only 7,307 crores. In Modi's time, it is 5,93,843 crores. They have to shut shop. Let me go further. Loan disbursed to minorities, which they claim are their strongholds, was only 2,033.35 crores. During the Modi era, it's 62,000 and 6,215.64 crores. Female minority students around that time was only 1.044 million. In Narendra Modi's era, it's 1.711 million. So I can go on and on, Vineet, and there are some startling statistics. All it's revealing is that the reason people don't have confidence, and I'm sure the Congress has understood this as well, people don't have confidence not in the Congress. Congress as a political party that do have a considerable amount of followers, but they don't have confidence in the leadership of the Congress. And by leadership, I precisely mean Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi Vadra. And because of that, they are looking at alternatives, which could be A, the largest party in the country at this point of time, and B, the other parties that are regionally very strong. And that is the reason why Congress, like look in Goa, for example, right? Goa's completely ceded, Congress has completely ceded its place to Aam Aadmi Party. And Aam Aadmi Party, and now in an alliance with Congress, during the Lok Sabha election, they will make more that Congress candidate to their advantage. The Congress candidate will lose, but it will be the Aam Aadmi that penetrates into South Goa and North for that matter. So the problem with Congress is a lack of leadership. And what they have done, like I said earlier also, you have Rahul Gandhi sitting on a rocking chair. And on a rocking chair, no doubt there is motion. It keeps moving. But the Congress or Rahul Gandhi's intentions aren't going anywhere because they are sitting on the rocking chair and the motion is continuously happening, but no destination is ever being reached. And that is precisely the problem of the Congress. And it's something I've told my friends in the Congress as well, that you lack leadership. You yourself know you lack leadership. It is not the voters that you lack. It is the leadership that you lack because you have not delivered. And today, the reason the voters are going to Narendra Modi because he provides aspirational politics to them. He's able to touch every sector of the society. Even in one debate that I've attended over the last month and a half, not a single one is able, from the Congress or the opposition, is able to counter me on facts, on data. All they come with is rhetorics. And that's the problem. This country does not work on rhetorics. This country works on deliverables on the ground. BJP may not be perfect, and neither is Modi perfect. But the country believes in him, and that's why large people repose their faith in Modi's guarantee. And that is why BJP and Narendra Modi will come back with a thumping majority. Congress, I'm saying this openly, you can actually take it, write it down somewhere. Congress will not get more than 40 seats in this elections as a party.
Okay. Mr. Piyush Pant, where do you stand on this? The Congress party has obviously lost its sheen. There are, murmurs. There are, in fact, conjectures that it's in fact going to do worse than what it did in 2019 and 14. How do you respond to that?
Well, Vineet, there is no doubt about it that Congress party has lost the sheen which it had earlier. And this is evident in the elections, consequent elections. You know, whether you take 2014 or 2019 or the state elections. That's true. That's true, and that's precisely because Congress has not taken much attention or interest in in reorganizing itself and making its organization spread to the grassroots levels, and its organization has been completely, weakened, totally weakened. There is no such thing as an organization of Congress party in various states. That's why the Congress doesn't feel very much confident of winning many seats. And though this time it is a different story, because Congress wanted to defeat the BJP, but it was not possible for the Congress all alone to defeat the BJP. So they came into an alliance with other parties, so that the votes are not, splitted. Keeping that in mind, so they entered into an alliance. I think this time they have conceded more seats to the alliance partner in keeping with this commitment of making India alliance a success. So I think this time is a different election, and this time, because most of the opposition party want to defeat the BJP because they believe that BJP is very damaging for the fabric of the country, for the economy of the country, and for many things, for the democracy of the country. So they should fight unitedly, and that's why they have come into an alliance. And I think Congress has done right thing, maybe because this factor is also there, because they don't have many, winnable candidates. That was also difficulty with the Congress, because many of their leaders have deserted the party, or they have been enticed away by the BJP. So this factor was also there, but I think primarily it was to make the alliance more workable. That's why they have conceded seats to the party who are dominant in various regions like Maharashtra, like Uttar Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, or Bihar and Bengal. So I think that is the very right thing to be done, and that's what Congress has done. And I don't think that Congress is going to get lesser seats than what they got in 2014 or 2019. This time certainly they are going to increase their seats because a sense of belonging to the Congress has been created by Rahul Gandhi's two yatras. First yatra, Bharat Jodo Yatra, and then Nyaya Yatra. They have created, a sort of a goodwill for the Congress party. And people are coming to the Congress who used to believe in Congress ideology and who still believe in the Congress ideology, who believe in the secular ideology of this country, who believes in the constitution of this country. They are getting back to the Congress. So I think that's why I think, Congress is not going to get lesser seats.
What about all the defections, Joyita, that are happening in the Congress party? Does that indicate, a trend which is not so pro-Congress?
Well, the defections actually show that, the Congress is not on a right kind of wicket right now. And when we are looking at the decreasing number of seats that they have been contesting from, what we need to realize is that wherever they have conceded a lot of seats to the allies, it is because the Congress is not strong anywhere. And whenever, you see, when you are looking, say for example, at Uttar Pradesh or Bihar, whenever the allies have conceded to Congress's demand for a large number of seats, they have realized that Congress strike rate is very, very bad. So that is one of the reasons why in a state like Uttar Pradesh, without which no party can even ever imagine of being in power, that is the reason why Akhilesh Yadav has given only 17 seats to the Congress, because he knows very well that Congress is going to be a disastrous performance in places like UP. Now you see what happens is, when you look at earlier performances of the Congress and the BJP, around 200 odd seats, BJP and Congress are in direct contest. And in majority of these seats have been won by BJP in previous elections. So when we are looking at, say, maybe 330 seats which Congress is contesting from, we are looking at maybe 100 odd seats where the Congress is in fight. Now, because given, of course, let us not forget, all this talk about opposition unity, etc., out of 543 seats, BJP had got over 50% votes in 220 seats. So you have to understand the base from where BJP is starting. And when you are looking at Congress, what was its tally? 54 or something like that the last time. So when we are looking in terms of numbers, when you are looking at it, Congress is in a position which is next to impossible to even think about a 3-digit figure, because the numbers are not adding up, simple as that, number one. And number two is that there has to be tremendous anti-incumbency on the ground. Everybody will have to be totally unhappy and angry with Mr. Modi and the BJP for the Congress to even aspire to be winning 3-digit seats. But right now, I mean, as journalists, we do not see that on the ground. Okay, I mean, whatever, I mean, Congress spokespeople are saying we'll get 180 seats, we'll get 190 seats, but we don't see that kind of feedback on the ground. Say, for example, again, I'm going to talk about UP. You are contesting 17 seats, likely, I mean, unless and of course Priyanka Vadra and Rahul Gandhi are fighting from Amethi and Raebareli, you will be wiped out from UP. 17 seats gone. You are likely to be wiped out from Gujarat. You will be near wiped out from Rajasthan. So where are these seats coming from? You have given the precedence to DMK in Tamil Nadu. Okay, I mean, you cannot win India by winning a few seats in Kerala, by winning a few seats in Telangana and Karnataka. That is not what an India make. So you see, this is the fundamental problem with the Congress. Why it is in a mess like this, we all know about that. We all know, there is no, I agree with my previous speakers when they are talking about, the lack of boots on the ground. Without having boots on the ground, without having a meticulous plan and strategy in place, there is no point calling journalists, okay, you are BJP stooges, you are this, you are that, you are bad, you are again working against me, this institution is working against me, that institution is working against me. It does not work like that. To take the BJP on, Congress has to be a super professional, competent machinery it has to have on place, which it does not. You see, promising caste censors, promising 1 lakh rupees to women, every household or whatever they have talking about, these
but
things
let's
do
take
not
this.
win votes.
Yeah, let's take this question to Swati. Swati, Joyita wants to know, where are these seats going to come from? The ones that are being envisaged or being imagined, for a lack of a better word, by the Congress and its allies. Where will they come from?
Let me actually tell you very clearly. BJP is always looking at, and many times I also see this perception with national media that Bharat or India is not just Hindi heartland. Please don't just consider Rajasthan, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh. Please talk about these eastern and southern states, which constitute somewhere around 210 to 220 seats in this country, which actually can be a deciding factor for these elections. And that is what is going to happen in these elections also. So let me tell you, starting from West Bengal to southern states, we are going to improve in Karnataka. We're going to do very well in Telangana this time. And of course, DMK with the alliance in Tamil Nadu, we're going to retain those numbers that we did it in the last elections. And Kerala, we're going to excel. And Maharashtra, trust me, it's going to be very surprising for BJP and even Bihar for that matter. And also, you're going to see some surprises in Haryana and Rajasthan. People might be actually thinking that Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, all these, in these 5 state elections, we lost the elections and Congress has actually lost the ground. But trust me, my friend, it's going to be a surprise. Probably in the last elections, 3-4 months before, there was a lot of pressure. There was a lot of Hindutva atmosphere that was created, and every region was tried to, be pro-Hindu, or there was a lot of biased movement that actually happened. But that is not the case here. I myself, I was a journalist before joining the Congress party, and I have traveled across the state. And when I see elections, I see it in a very, very, very different way. I just don't see it as a Congress person. I see it very meticulously. And in that perception, I'm telling you that this time NDA will not have the place. June 4th will decide about this.
All right, Savio, I see a smile on your face. I get the feeling you have a response ready.
Well, normally I would like to give a response, but unfortunately, when I see andas all over the place,
What do you mean, andas?
I'm looking andas all over the place for Congress. I'm wondering whether we should have a burji pav. Let me look at some of the numbers I have with me. So West Bengal, she's saying she's going to make inroads. I think you're going to have an anda over there. Okay, you're talking about Bihar. I think you're going to get an anda over there. The India ally might do better. The India ally in Bengal will do better. In Madhya Pradesh, I see an anda. In Karnataka, 4. In Andhra Pradesh, I don't think you're going to do well in Andhra Pradesh as well. I don't know what it makes you think you're going to do well, but I don't think you're going to do well over there.
I think you need to know the difference between Andhra Pradesh and Telangana.
You're not going to get
Please learn about South. Please learn about South. Stop just thinking about Hindi heartland. Please stop.
Is this what you learned from Rahul Gandhi?
We have sat together yesterday also in the debate. We have sat together yesterday also in the debate. You have interrupted me.
Let him finish. Let him make his point, Swati. Swati, you were not interrupted. Swati, you were not interrupted. Again, you're doing this, Swati. We had this issue the other day as well. Swati, you were not interrupted. Come on. Swati, you were not interrupted. Let him make his point. I'll give you an opportunity.
I'm only saying that I'm a person who loves eggs. Okay. And anda burji of the Congress is what is going to be served to them. And I'm sure they're not going to like it. It will be very spicy for them. But that's the reality.
It's Navratri. You can't talk. You can't talk about egg. You can't talk about meat. Please.
Navratri is over. Okay. Navratri is over.
For us, Dashami is Navratri in southern India. So Vasanta Navratri ends today for us.
I'm talking about
okay. We're talking about one India.
June 4th is when the results will come. That's when you will be served anda burji. Okay, so the point is this: wake up to the reality. Congress needs to wake up to the reality. I've said it earlier and I'm saying it now again. There are considerable amount of Congress voters and Congress supporters across the country. What Congress does not have is leadership. If they do not have the leadership, they cede that position to the opposition parties, in this case, their own allies. And of course, because you have Narendra Modi leading the growth of India over the last 10 years. He's touched people across different sectors of society. If Swati doesn't believe, she can read the book which comes out after June. She can criticize it for all she wants, but that book is coming out. You can read it. Make informed decisions, Swati. It is about realizing what is on the ground.
All right. We have a paucity of time. Joyita wants to make a quick point and then we go to Mr. Pant after that.
Yeah, if I can make a quick point, when Savio is talking about there are a lot of Congress voters, we have to see it in the context of at whose cost has the BJP grown. It is the Congress. So all the Congress, majority of Congress voters have already shifted to the BJP. So whatever is left, it seems the Congress is not even able to hold them back, and that is the fundamental problem.
All right, Mr. Pant. Mr. Pant, there was Gaurav Vallabh, who in fact very recently, went to the Bharatiya Janata Party, said that 2024 is going to be a watershed moment for the Congress Party, not in a good way. It's in a crisis mode, and this year perhaps is going to spell, imminent doom for the Congress Party. How would you explain such a statement coming from somebody who has been defending the Congress Party all his life?
Well, Vineet, it is a very surprising statement because he was a very die-hard supporter of Congress. Not only die-hard supporter, he was very vocal about the ideology of the Congress, and he was very critical about the BJP's policies and particularly Prime Minister Narendra Modi's policies and programs. And when he leaves Congress and joins BJP, if he issues such a statement, it's very shocking, really very shocking. Maybe because he wants greener pastures in BJP, that's why he had to make such kind of statement. Well, every deserter forwards or offers some excuse, some or the other excuse. But I think one should also realize that few days back, when you were in the previous party, which you have deserted now, what you were saying about it. So at least one should be very cautious about it. Well, fine, if you go to other party, it's your personal choice. So I think it was in bad taste, and I think it's unpolitical because I believe that.
Okay, we'll have many more opportunities to discuss this. Unfortunately, we have run out of time. Would like to thank everyone.
But I
believe just apologies, sir. We've run out of time. Like I said, we'll have many more opportunities to pick this up again.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.